I've recently been liking a lot of Andrew Tate content on Instagram and even watching a lot of his content on YouTube. And I thought he was a good person. I watched reels with him and I was like, this guy is trying to get people in the gym, making them work hard, want them to make money and all that. I was like, he's a good person. But the thing is, I have friends that were really not, like, they didn't agree with him and then didn't agree with me. And I just went and saw my friends and they put me in front of a computer and they put videos on of like a Turk guy that does like live streams, like bashing Andrew Tate and talking about like what he did, like why he went to jail and things like that, and all the controversy around Andrew Tate explained. And like he even put me in front of a lawyer. There was like, I don't know if it was a lawyer or a judge, but there was like a guy just like judging a video of Andrew Tate that is basically self-snitching himself. He's just self-snitching what he did, like for his I don't know if it was an OnlyFans, but he was just telling guys that paid for his stuff how they can manipulate girl to stay and continue to run the business and make them feel like they need to stay or whatever. And it was really some manipulative stuff. And when I saw that, well, I always felt that there was something wrong about that guy. And I just felt like I saw the asshole side of him and was like, what the fuck, man? Like, that's so weird. But everything I saw online, it was just like good content of him, like saying productive things that would make people better in life if we follow that. So it never really affected me, but it put me on his side. So when people are good against him, I was like, what the fuck, And now that I know that he's actually an asshole, well, I don't like him. Like, I never really liked the guy. I just liked the content that he created and what he said. Well, some of the things he said, because some of the things he said are actually good for people. And I listened to that, and now that I know that he's an asshole, I still respect him. I still respect his ambition. I still respect the way that... I don't respect the way that he made money, but I respect how he arrived where he is today. He made a lot of money. He's a really good fighter. Well, now he don't professionally fight anymore, but like he had a really good career and all that. And that's why I respect him. I respect his work ethic. I respect the message, the good messages that he put out there. And I think that the things that we should ban, because on social media, like Instagram, for example, we ban Andrew Tate. We just ban Andrew Tate completely. And I think that we shouldn't ban Andrew Tate. We should just ban the bad messages that he put out there. And then he would just feel like the bad things that he says, well, they don't make him famous anymore. Like the good things that he says, well, they don't get banned. So that would just encourage him, because I think Andrew Tate is a little bit desperate for money. So if he sees that the bad things he says don't make him as much money as the good thing he says, well, he will start saying more good things. So I still, even though I saw really the bad side of him, I still respect him, Just know that if you're a fan of Andrew Tate, like, I understand, because what you see is all the good stuff about him, but he's a really bad person actually. But he's like a bad person and a good person at the same time. Like, he's narcissistic, and he's maybe selfish. I don't know if I could say that, but like he really thinks for himself, and he just wants to get his way, and that's it. You know, he doesn't really think about people in his business and all that. He manipulates girls, he like scams people. That's pretty much what I understood. I don't know if all of that is totally accurate, but that's what I heard, and it seemed pretty accurate. So I don't know, maybe that's completely wrong, but to me now, I just see that Andrew Tate is a bad guy, and just that even though he's a bad guy, I still respect him for a lot of the things he did, not for the person he is, but for some of the things he did, his ambition, his discipline, and the great messages that he put out there. And that's really the thing that we should focus on.